chaos through a concerted campaign of harassment and intimidation of its employees. This is on top of Trump's freeze of crucial foreign assistance programs. These actions severely harm our national security. They put thousands of children around the world at immediate risk of starvation, disease, and death, and sideline some of our finest civil servants who work tirelessly every day to make the world a better place. This is a case of the very worst among us attacking the very best of us. The work USAID does is vital to all Americans. Agency employees stationed here in the capital region and in posts around the world work hand in hand with our military to counter terrorism and to stabilize dangerous regions. They monitor and they fight diseases like Ebola and bird flu to prevent them from coming to the United States. And they work with U.S. companies to provide life-saving medical care and food assistance for children. Through these activities and others, USAID has been an invaluable pillar of U.S. foreign policy and projecting American power overseas. Its elimination only helps our adversaries, Russia and China, who want to see our global influence reduced at any cost. It's no coincidence then that Elon Musk, the world's wealthiest man with billions of dollars of investment in China, is doing China's bidding. Lastly, what Trump and Musk have done is not only wrong, it's illegal. USAID was established by an act of Congress, and it can only be disbanded by an act of Congress. Stopping this will require action by the courts and for Republicans to show up and show courage and stand up for our country. Further, I'm urging my fellow Democrats to use every legislative tool we have at our disposal to slow down and stop this crime from succeeding. We're here to shine a light on this. You see the wonderful people that are here with us. Let me give you my good friend, Senator Chris Van Hollen.
Thank you, Don. Well, thank you. Thank you to Don Beyer and all of our colleagues gathered here and all of you who are here at this moment of a clear and present danger for the future of our country. Make no mistake, this effort by Elon Musk and so-called DOGE to shut down the Agency for International Development is an absolute gift to our adversaries, to Russia, to China, to Iran and others, because AID is an essential instrument of U.S. foreign policy and U.S. national security policy. So this has nothing to do with making the U.S. government more efficient and everything to do with aiding and abetting our adversaries around the world. If you doubt that for a moment, listen to what the former president and Putin crony Medvedev just put out on X. Quote, "Smart move by Elon Musk," referring to shutting down AID. Former Russian president and stooge of Vladimir Putin. This is also a huge gift to the PRC. And it's interesting that Vivek Ramaswamy, who was originally the Elon Musk co-pilot on DOGE, is no longer here. But here's what he said just a year or so ago. Quote, "Tesla is increasingly beholden to China. I have no reason to think that Elon won't jump like a circus monkey when Xi Jinping calls in the hour of need," unquote. He went on to refer to Musk as a Chinese puppet and then posted on X that the U.S. needs leaders who aren't in China's pocket. This is Vivek Ramaswamy, who had been originally, as you know, one of the co-chairs at this so-called DOGE. The recently installed Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, had this to say a number of years ago with respect to Elon Musk and Tesla. Quote, "Right after President Biden signed Senator Rubio's Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act into law, at Tesla opened a store in Xinjiang." He went on to say nationless corporations are helping the Chinese Communist Party cover up genocide and slave labor in the region, unquote. That is Secretary Rubio. And as we speak, he is allowing Elon Musk to essentially take over AID. This is a corrupt abuse of power that is going on. As my colleague said, it's not only a gift to our adversaries, but trying to shut down the Agency for International Development by executive order is plain illegal. It is illegal. Elon Musk may get to be dictator of Tesla, but he doesn't, and he may try to play dictator here in Washington, D.C., but he doesn't get to shut down the Agency for International Development. Now, as we're speaking at a federal court, at the district court right down the road, there's an ongoing hearing, I don't know if it's over yet, about the earlier effort of the Trump administration to stop federal grants around the country to communities and people in need. There's a stay on that, and then in Rhode Island, the Attorney General's got a TRO on that. So what you're seeing here with respect to AID is a continuing effort around those illegal actions. Now, over the weekend, I had multiple conversations with lawyers, and I want to commend all the lawyers who are working on upholding the rule of law here, including Democracy Forward, which is an organization that helped file the lawsuit pending right now in the D.C. District Court. I am confident that when they look into this, and they are looking into this, that they will also file suits to hold the Trump administration and Elon Musk accountable. This is a clear violation of our law. Finally, let me just say a word to all the men and women and employees who work with AID. Thank you for your service to the United States of America. And we have all asked the authorities at AID, we've made multiple calls, to allow us just to enter the building in AID when this press conference is over, simply to talk to the civil servants at AID, those who may be in the building. As you know, they were told not to come in. But we would like to see firsthand what is happening to this essential agency that does such good work on the American people. So to our colleagues at AID and across the government, stay strong. We have your back. We will do everything in our power in the Senate and the House to stop this outrage. And in the meantime, since we don't have many Republican colleagues who want to help us, we are doing everything we can with our colleagues through the courts to make sure that we uphold the rule of law, stop this illegal shutdown of AID, and stop the other illegal actions around the government. Let me now bring up a really good colleague of mine, known him for years. He's now the ranking member of the Oversight Committee in the House of Representatives. He knows AID and foreign policy as well as anybody, better than most. Jerry Connolly. All right. Thank you, Chris.
Good afternoon. We're here today not only to fight for federal employees who dedicate themselves every day to a humanitarian task. We are here to save lives, because that is what AID does. You name it, AID is there. In the fight against HIV, in the fight to protect the Uyghur population in China, in the fight to protect refugees, in the fight to make sure that there's food security everywhere. AID is there. It is the lead development agency in the world. And no one elected Elon Musk to dismantle it. We are going to fight in every way we can. In the courts, in public opinion, with the bully pulpit, in the halls of Congress, and here at AID itself. We are not going to let this injustice happen. Congress created this agency with the Foreign Assistance Act of 1961. And if you want to change it, you got to change that law. It is a matter of statute. It's a matter for Congress to deal with, not an unelected billionaire oligarch named Elon Musk. And Elon, if you want to run AID, get nominated by Trump and go to the Senate, and good luck in getting confirmed.
Yes, yes.
I want to say to all the employees of AID, we are with you. We will stand with you shoulder to shoulder. This may be a long and difficult struggle and fight, but we're with you. Don't give up. Keep the fight. And remember, the mission is so sacred, saving lives all over the world. Thank you. And let me give to you a fighter from the beautiful state of Hawaii, where the weather, I think, is different than today here. Senator Schatz of Hawaii.
If you want to change an agency, introduce a bill and pass a law. You cannot wave away an agency that you don't like or that you disagree with by executive order or by literally storming into the building and taking over the servers. That is not how the American system of government works. That's number one. Number two is, it is true that there will be suffering all over the world. There already is suffering all over the world as a result of this. But it's not just that. It's that instability from starvation and disease will visit us in the United States of America. There is a reason that USAID is an arm of American foreign policy, and it is because we understand that a stable world means a stable America. And in the last 10 days, Donald Trump has done more to destabilize things across the planet than perhaps any other president in recent memory. And one final point, and I know my colleagues from especially Virginia and Maryland feel very strongly about this. They are counting on some sense of inevitability. This is a bluff. It is a harmful, dangerous, killer bluff. But they don't have the law on their side. And so every civil servant, every contractor, every individual who is scared, stand in solidarity with each other, because if we are going to push back on this kind of autocratic behavior, it's not just members of Congress that have to stand up, and we will. It is all of us together. And now I want to introduce one of my heroes, Jamie Raskin.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk, you didn't create USAID. The United States Congress did for the American people. And just like Elon Musk did not create USAID, he doesn't have the power to destroy it. And who's going to stop him? We are. We're going to stop him. Elon Musk, you may have illegally seized power over the financial payment systems of the United States Department of Treasury, but you don't control the money of the American people. The United States Congress does that under Article 1 of the Constitution. And just like the president who is elected to something cannot impound the money of the people, we don't have a fourth branch of government called Elon Musk. And that's going to become real clear. This illegal, unconstitutional interference with congressional power is threatening lives all over the world. I'm hearing from my constituents who work for USAID and USAID contractors in Maryland, in Washington, all over the world, and they're telling us that this is a killer in terms of their cutoff of HIV and AIDS preemption. It's a killer in terms of anti-malarial education. It's a killer in terms of all of the efforts to shut down global viruses. Now, I don't know what Elon Musk's intentions are. I don't know what Elon Musk's motivations are. I don't know what his purposes are, but they've got nothing to do with what has been lawfully adopted by the people of the United States of America through the Congress of the United States. We're going to defend USAID all the way. And I want to say finally this. I've heard some murmurings in support of this outrageous, scandalous, illegal maneuver that they just need some time to do some studies for evaluations. Well, I've heard from multiple constituents working in USAID that they have all evaluations from the USAID website and they have shut down immediately, as of right now, all of the evaluations taking place of USAID efforts all over the world. This has nothing to do with evaluation. This is about termination and obliteration of the major foreign aid programs of the United States of America, all of which together total less than $40 billion. We have a Pentagon budget of $900 billion. The Pentagon budget is where the defense contractor Elon Musk, who became the richest man in the world off of our money, he collects his payments from, and now he's trying to shut down USAID. We're not going to allow this to happen. It will not stand. I'm bringing up from the Free State of Maryland, Congressman Johnny Olszewski.
Good afternoon, all. I might be new to this, but I grew up in a steel town, and we're tough as hell, and we know how to fight, and we're going to fight like hell, because our phones have been ringing off the hook with constituents terrified by what President Trump and Elon Musk have been doing since their very first moment in office, which is defying Congress, ignoring the law, and defying the will of the American people. Congress has appropriated foreign assistance to protect U.S. interests and global stability. The Trump freeze on foreign assistance has halted vital humanitarian aid and medical deliveries that have already been paid for. It's not only a complete waste of American tax dollars, it's directly ceding the competition for influence to U.S. adversaries like China. And most importantly, it's jeopardizing our safety here at home. Prison guards overseeing thousands of ISIS combatants in Syria walked off the job after their pay was frozen until a waiver was thrown together after the fact. Let me say that again. Prisoner guards overseeing thousands of ISIS combatants walked off the job. This is real life, this is serious, and this is dangerous. We're also deeply concerned about the hardworking civil servants who woke up this morning and found their agency virtually dismantled under the cloak of darkness. As has been said, and I'm just a bumpkin American government teacher, but I know this, USAID is an independent